Yo guys, welcome back to a video, and I know it's been a little bit of time since I last uploaded, and this is a little bit of a late video considering the topic on hand. Madfut is finally releasing a new LTM into Madfut 23. Well, the first LTM of Madfut 23, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it is the first one, isn't it? Or am I dumb? I actually don't know. Nope, it's definitely the first one, I just checked. So it's pretty exciting. So we're going to have a look at the teaser and see what they released in-game, because it's pretty exciting. And we're going to talk about it for a little bit. And let me know in the comments what you think it is. But without further ado, let's get straight into this video and let's have a look at this teaser that they released on Madfut. Alright guys, so this was released on Christmas Eve. As you can see, they are finishing our favorite LTM ever, and it looks like it's going to be Bingo or Pack Battles. I actually don't know which one it's going to be, because if we take a look back into, I think it was PacyBits 20 that last had Bingo. I'm pretty sure that was the same sort of thing, right? It was Bingo, and if you play, I have to delete my autoclicker. That's not going to happen because my autoclicker's got some very special configuration saved to it, so we're not going to be able to do that, unfortunately. But if I remember correctly, you had to open packs and try and complete the Bingo. So I think that this either is going to be Pack Battles or it is going to be Bingo. Bingo, you're trying to complete Bingos, obviously. You're trying to get a certain amount of one car design. You're trying to get a specific thing like an 89 plus player, an 89 plus right wing, a Premier League, 88 plus, some random things like that. Card designs, stuff like that. So that's what that could be, but it also could be Pack Battles. So if we take a look back into Foot Pack 18, I'm pretty sure this was one of the last times I remember seeing it. Pack Battles was on here. I don't know if you can play it. Unfortunately not. We can't be playing it, but if you wanted to take a look back to what Pack Battles look like, make sure you go back to my previous videos back in, obviously, PacyBits 18, because that's when the Pack Battles was, and have a look there. But I think Bingo is the more likely option, because we saw Bingo in PacyBits 20 and PacyBits 19, if I'm not mistaken, as LTMs, so I would be shocked if it wasn't Bingo, especially judging with this design here. Obviously, we have two different packs in there, and one's a blue team, one's the orange team. So you're definitely going against an opponent. Hopefully, it's a real person. It might just be the AI. I don't know if Madfut can actually do online proper game modes, such as like what Pack Battles used to be, where you actually open packs and you actually try to build a squad with the packs that you just opened and the players you just packed out of those packs. I really enjoy that concept because I felt like my League and Nation build was really good. So there were multiple factors that it came down to with who won. So you open packs for a certain amount of time. I think it was 3 minutes or 2 minutes for the game, and including that time you also had time to build your squad. So you could either choose to open packs for 30 seconds and you had 2.5 minutes to build a squad. These times are rough estimates, but that's what it used to be. I think you had half the time to open packs at most, or there was a maximum amount of time that you could open packs until you had to build a squad. But you could opt to choose. You could opt in to start building your squad earlier than what the maximum limit of opening packs was, so you could try and make a really good hybrid. So it came down to rating, chemistry, leagues, and nations. So the highest out of all of those won. So it was a really good battle, and I really enjoyed it. And it was definitely my favorite LTM ever, but whether or not that's going to be their favorite LTM ever, I doubt it, because we saw Pack Battles in PacyBits 18 and 19, but we saw Bingo in, I think it was only 19 and 20. So I don't think we saw Pack Battles in PacyBits 20, so I think their favorite one would be the one that came in PacyBits 19 and 20, which obviously is Bingo. So what can you expect from Bingo? So if we take a look into Madfut 22, this will give us a pretty good idea of what the LTMs look like. So if we take a look into the LTM, which was higher or lower, that was the last one. We had the LTM market, which meant that we could buy stuff, such as these packs and whatnot. Obviously, the packs aren't going to be this good so soon into the game rotation, so we wouldn't obviously expect a 9 times random special pack, but we probably could expect to see maybe these 88 plus new cards, stuff like that, for quite a lot of tokens. So the more you play, the more tokens you can get, which means you can obviously buy either these, or you can choose it to rank up the LTM cards. So this is what I'm probably going to be using Bingo for, and I think Bingo is something that I'm actually going to want to grind. You know, higher or lower was fun for the first one. Obviously, you had predictions and whatnot, and once you got a few in a row, you started to build up the points more. Once you keep building up the points, then you get more into the market or more to upgrade these players. So we didn't really do too well in terms of upgrading players in this LTM. I think this was the highest we got, 84 rating, which isn't a whole lot. It was something that was fun for the first week, and then I was like, I can't make videos on this anymore. It's too boring. So yeah, it was a bit unfortunate with that, but luckily with bingo, it's a lot more fun, and it's a lot easier to do. Like, I feel like higher or lower, it's easy, but I think bingo's easier as well. I don't think there's really a whole lot you have to do apart from just open packs and get really, really good players that don't get saved to your club. So it's quite fun in terms of that. Everyone loves opening packs, whether or not it's on FIFA or Madfut, or if you get saved to your club in Madfut or not. So it's going to be enjoyable for everyone. And if it's their favorite LTM, it's obviously done well. They have all the statistics and analytics from the LTM. I'm sure they would have all of that sort of stuff. So they would process all of that to make sure this is not just their favorite LTM, but it's probably going to be targeted towards their audience's favorite LTM. And I think it's very, very obvious, right, that Madfut and PacyBits are the same. Because if we take a look back into Madfut 21, I'm pretty sure we didn't have an LTM here. We didn't have an LTM in Madfut 21. So the only LTMs that we had on Madfut games came from Madfut 22. We had higher or lower, or the squad building challenge one. I don't really remember what it was called. And what definitely wasn't called SBCs, but you had to build squads with players. It was actually quite challenging, which is probably why people didn't like it, and it didn't really stay around for too long. So if they're saying that their favorite LTM is coming out, that must mean that they are from PacyBits, because they wouldn't say our favorite LTM and then release bingo, because they never released bingo in any Madfut games, and they never released pack battles in any Madfut game. So if this is bingo or pack battles, it's just proving to all of us, even though we already knew it, because the games are basically identical. They obviously weren't the same, but a lot of the graphics, a lot of the glitches, a lot of everything was the exact same as what they were in PacyBits. So this would just reinforce that if this is bingo or pack battles, that this is the same developers as PacyBits, which we all, like I said, we all had a very, very good idea that that was the case, but this is just going to completely reinforce that. It's nice to finally hear something from Madfut. I was getting a little bit worried. You know, when Madfut goes quiet for a little bit, you just can't help but think, holy crap, what's happening to them now? After what happened with PacyBits 20, every single time they go quiet, you get a little bit worried. So this was a case where I was worried, but when I saw this, I felt a lot better about it. I wish Madfut's communication was a little bit better though, because it's still really, really bad. And it's really demotivating, especially for me, who's trying to make content. What am I supposed to make content on when I have nothing to make content on? The only things I have things to make content on is what to release in real FIFA 23. And unfortunately, you guys don't like pack openings as much as what you used to back in PacyBits 19. So unfortunately, I can't make all pack openings every single day because they are not enjoyable to you guys, which is unfortunate for me, because it's probably my favorite videos to do, and it always has been since PacyBits 18. My first videos were pack openings, right? It's my favorite thing to do. But hey, it's all good. I'm really hoping to see this within the next coming weeks. I think that is a very good, reasonable timeline for it, because we know that sometimes Madfut can say, we're finishing something or coming soon, and that could either be 2 days or 3 weeks. So I'm sure anything between the next week and a half to 2-3 weeks, I think that's a very reasonable time period for when we might see this. So I'm hoping. I can't wait to see it. So yeah guys, thanks so much for watching. Bear with me and Madfut here. I'm going to be taking a little bit more of a break over New Year's and everything like that, because I will be away, but expect me to be back for Team of the Year, man. I cannot wait for Team of the Year. It's going to be awesome. So yeah guys, thanks so much for watching, and peace out.